Hi guys, it's Jen from Just Jen Cosplay, and it's now a week after the London Film and Comic Con. I have a lovely picture. What? Yeah, there we go. Unfortunately, at the time, my little boot there had fallen down, and I didn't realise. But really pleased with how it came out altogether. Yeah, I had an amazing time, and I would highly recommend it to anybody, even if it is just buying like my other costume, which is a Black Widow costume that I bought for £30 off of Amazon. I would highly recommend it to anybody. There are so many like-minded people in one place, and even if, like, I don't know, I like World of Warcraft, and you like Game of Thrones, and you like Walking Dead, we're all there for that convention, and it brings you together with people that you'd potentially never normally meet because they're from all over the country, and you all have something in common, which is you're some kind of geek. I'm not going to say all-out nerd, because some of us are all-out nerds, but not everybody. So maybe you're a bit of a Game of Thrones geek, or maybe you're a bit of a Back to the Future geek, or whatever that is. You all have that in common on the day. So absolutely recommended, and you'll meet so many people, and if you're in costume, it just gives you that in with somebody to walk up and go, hey, I love that character, or oh, where did you get it, or did you make it yourself? Whatever that question is, absolutely 100% do it. So I did a little video of the damage to my costume because yeah, it didn't fully survive. Most of it's intact. The majority of the armour is intact. There's just little bits that have a bit of damage. So I'll let you see those now. Whee! So here is all of the gear a week on, just to show you some of the damage that has been sustained. So basically anything made of warblers worked really well, and they're still all fully intact. So the bracers and the breastplate, absolutely fine. I haven't found any damage at all. I guess the only thing that was a bit awry was these dangly bits that I put on. Two of them completely fell off, and every time I moved they bent up. So in hindsight, perhaps wasn't the best idea. I wanted them to move a bit, but they moved a lot all of the time. So that's something I'll just have to think of what to do with. The pauldrons, again made out of warbler, these have all fared pretty fine. There's perhaps a little couple of bits of paint damage, but nothing major. However, they're supposed to have 5 feathers, and this one lost a couple. One fell out just now as I was sort of looking at them, and the other 2 I lost on the day, so not sure where they disappeared to, but I'll have to repair that before Bournemouth Comic Con. Onto the foam bits. So there's quite a bit of damage to the foam stuff in various places, but not that bad. So this has got some here. There you go, and a little bit here. But again, not too bad. Just little bits here and there. The thong thing completely separated right as I took it off at the end of the day, so it managed to hold up most of the time. I think part of that was because I had used the Velcro here to Velcro it to the actual leggings that I was wearing. But yeah, that's just something that I'm going to have to re-stick together again. What else? So the quiver, here we go, which was made with an old belt. Right, again, at the end of the day, just as I was taking it off, the belt came unattached from where it was, so I'll have to stick that back on. Thought about maybe putting a couple of stitches through it, although that'll be interesting because obviously this is thick belt and then cardboard, so we'll see. A couple of these little bits of the feathers came off. Not massively surprised, they weren't very well glued on, so yeah, just a little bit of repair for those. The gloves are fine, the knee pads were fine, even the boots, everything, all the fabric, they're all fine. Bit dirty, you can kind of see there how dirty that's got underneath my foot, but not too bad all in all. These things just would not stay up, so both of them need some way of staying up my leg, so I'm thinking of attaching Velcro or something, or whether they're, I don't know if they're quite long enough, I might be able to attach them to the leather bits and try and use them all to stay up. Yeah, there we go, that's a review of all of that. Another thing that didn't fare very well is the wig. It is a mess. It's on the windowsill, of course, so nice and bright just when I'm filming. Yeah, she needs a really, really, really good brush now. So I'll do that and I'll show you what it looks like after a good brush. Yeah, and as if by magic, it took me an hour of brushing, and there's still a couple of knots in it. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to see them inside. It's a little bit matted there, as you can see, but the outside's pretty. It's pretty. But yeah, an hour that's taken me to brush all those knots out, so that you can more or less wear it again. Ta-da! I do love wearing it because it's so long, unlike my hair, which I mean this is long for me. This is the longest I've ever had my hair, actually. I love long hair, but my hair just doesn't like growing. Yeah, so I guess the question is, what next? So I am, as I said, repairing all of the pieces that got damaged. I won't really bother with the damage to the paintwork. I don't think it's bad enough that I need to redo it. But I do think that it adds a bit of authenticity to it. Looks a bit, we'll call it battle damage. But the massive thing that I do need to work on is the actual masquerade. So that's where I really let myself down. I've spent, I was sort of joking with somebody, and obviously it's called Cosplay, and I spent 2 years building the cos, and I spent 20 seconds doing the play. I walked onto that stage and I absolutely bricked it. There were so many people there. I wasn't expecting that big a crowd, and what you can't see, because the person filming it was right at the front, is the fact that the area where they're sitting must have held 100 people, but maybe more. I mean, I'm really bad at estimating, sorry. And it was full. Every seat was taken. And then people were standing around the sides and sitting around the sides and sort of around the front as well. And on top of that, because of the way the Olympia is set out, there's like an upstairs balcony, let's call it. And that had a lot of people stood there as well. It was sort of the last thing on the Sunday, so I think a lot of people were watching it before they went home, as their sort of their last thing to do before they left. Because they definitely weren't all there by the end, but there must have been a good couple of hundred people. And I have performed on a stage, but that's in front of maybe 60 people. And that was singing, and I knew exactly what I was supposed to be doing. Whereas this one, I sort of walked on stage going, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. And what to me felt like an absolute eternity turns out was 20 seconds. Yeah. So I'm going to work on a little bit. I'm going to get my brother to help me put a backing track together so that we can get the music and some of her speech over the top, and then I'm going to mime to it and do the play a lot more. So that is something I'd probably recommend working on. Don't spend all of your time making a costume and then don't play it, because turns out that you don't win that way. Yeah, the lady who won was technically an easier costume than mine. It was Daenerys from Game of Thrones. Not that I know of any other Daeneryses, but anyway. And she was up, she had the microphone, she was yelling at people, telling her that she was, you know, Stormborn and what have you. Not that I could really see it or hear it because I was behind the stage. But yeah, she definitely got into character a lot better than I did, whereas mine was a bit more like, oh, rabbit in headlights, which I'm pretty sure Lady Sylvanas is not a rabbit in headlights. You know, she stood up to the Lich King, so she's pretty badass, to be honest with you, and I really didn't do her justice on that stage. So yeah, that is something that I have to work on. If anybody does have any recommendations, do let me know in the comments below. Or I have now finally set up my Facebook, Just Jen Cosplay, Twitter, Just Jen Cosplay, and Instagram, guess what? Just Jen Cosplay. I managed to get them all, so that was good. Obviously you can comment below as well, but you know, if you wanted to see any of those, then that's great. What I'm going to try and work on is, I've got a lot of pictures of the making of. I only started videoing like 10-11 weeks ago when I started doing these vlogs, and I'm a bit annoyed with myself because in hindsight I could have taken videos the whole way through, but I was taking pictures. So what I'm going to try and do is put some kind of video montage, what is it called, a collage of those pictures, and show you the making of a lot more of it, because obviously when I started I'd already made the majority of the armour, so you haven't really seen that. Yeah, so I'm going to try and do that for you. Plans after that, so I would like to go to MCM in October, so I have to start thinking about what I'm going to cosplay for that. No idea yet. Again, anyone's got any suggestions, let me know. I will definitely try something. Nothing as complex as Lady Sylvanas. Although I'm pretty sure I'll be a lot quicker now. I've got a lot better at making stuff. And I've got a lot more space now in my room. I've tidied some stuff up, so I've got a bit more space to properly do my work. And I won't be moving anytime soon, so it means I can actually get on with the stuff, which was a massive issue. When I was doing it the last time, I had to pack all my stuff up because trying to sell a property, have to kind of make it look nice, and you can't have armour everywhere apparently. Rude. I have a little thing, I'll show you, hang on. There we go. I now own my second ever wig. Oh, that's a lie actually, because I did have a wig for when I was a witch once, which is black and purple, but nowhere near as sophisticated as these furs that I'm wearing now. And that was nice, and definitely not as well looked after. So yeah, this is so that I can do a photo shoot with my Black Widow costume. I know I didn't make it, but it's still worth having some pictures of, because I don't actually have any decent pictures of it at the moment. As you can see, I'm still getting used to it. It needs a bit of styling, I think, because this is basically just out of the box. Is that all right? I don't know whether to bring this bit across. Anywho, I can't see now. And then I thought it would do quite well, because it's a lovely red. I don't know how well it's coming out in the video. It is a beautiful red colour, I promise you. It is red, red, red. So a couple of thoughts I've had is to do a bombshell Batwoman with the red wig. Would be quite nice, and should be quite an easy cosplay to do. And also the red would probably do a very nice Poison Ivy as well. So a couple of quite quick cosplays I'm hoping there. Although not my next ones. For some reason I bought this wig now so that I can get those pictures of the Black Widow done as soon as possible. But maybe I'll just wear it around a lot. I love red hair. Yeah, so there's some of my ideas. Sorry, I'm just going off on a complete tangent there. But I thought you guys would like to see it, roughly at least. Yeah. So this one's not a lace front wig. Got wood cap underneath. That's better. Now you can see. Doesn't look like it's so fake now. Well, obviously it does look fake because it's fake hair. Fake hair. Hello. One of the last things I have thought about is that whilst I was wearing this, I was so hot. It was so warm. So as I did say before, maybe wearing full armour is a winter cosplay idea rather than a summer one. So the one at the end of August, I'm thinking about getting some spray on dye for my hair, and just going with dyed hair. I think it would help with the heat, and should also show off the cosplay a little bit more, because as you can see how the wig comes all the way down sort of here, and obviously comes over the boobies, which obviously I spent a huge amount of work and time on the costume, and then I've hidden it underneath this, what is a beautiful wig, but you know, hidden it nonetheless. So that's a thought I've had. So I will let you know what I decide to do. And one last little funny thing. Because I just noticed it today, is that there's a lot of blue. You can see blue, and on the front of this, all along here, it's now blue. I have lots of blue, and inside as well is blue. So that's fun. That's going to be interesting. So yeah, that's. I'm hoping I don't get blue all over me now. Hope you guys enjoyed that. On a slightly serious note, I would say that I've been a little bit depressed this week, a little bit down. I think that's partly because all this work just went into this one day, and it's over. It's done. That's it. And whilst it was an amazing experience and it was a great day, that's it then. That's everything I've been working for. Gone. All done. All done. Let's all go home and that's it. So I one of the reasons that I bought this so quickly, cheer me up a bit. Spend money when you're depressed. It's good for you. But yeah, post-con blues, maybe that's a thing, I don't know. If anybody else has experienced the post-con blues, do let me know and how you get over it. Is it just you plan for the next one? Or do you take some time and let yourself, I don't know, reflect on that? I don't know. Yeah, anyway, let me know if you've got any answers. Anywho, I will see you guys next week. Don't know what I'll be doing then, but enjoy. Bye.